What's up, guys? It's McNulty here. Welcome back to the channel and happy Valentine's Day to everybody. So we have the Season of Love event, which has just started, and we've got like nearly 30 days of lovely offers. And you've got a new event as well to go alongside it, and a couple of new heroes, which is why we're doing this video today. We're going to have a look at the new heroes in this portal. So it is a new seasonal summon, which means that these heroes are sort of tagged into the regular summon portal. And just to go over the odds, you've got a legendary seasonal hero chance of 1%, classic hero of 1.5, and a hero of the month of 1.3. So pretty good odds overall that you'll manage to snag one of these heroes. So we've got a few new ones. We're going to start off with this little cherub called Cupido. I think he's the face of the Valentine's summon, or seasonal summon as we call it. And Cupido is a fire hero of the Ranger class, so a chance to bypass defensive buffs. The Valentine's heroes have a family bonus, so the Cupid family supports other families and realms. Solo heroes get plus 20% increase for any healing received. Team members are solo heroes if they have no family or realm members in the team. So it is similar to the Bard family heroes, where the heroes benefit from this family bonus if they are not of the same family. Hope that makes sense to all you guys. They also have a passive, and this passive is the same for all of these heroes, where they resist special skill blocking. So this character has innate resistance against status elements that block special skills. Now this is a really cool passive ability. It will apply to heroes like Mickey, for example, who silence or prevent the use of special skills, and heroes like Melosi, who do the same thing. So I'm not sure whether it will work against heroes like Alfrike, because she's actually casting a different type of ailment with mindless attack, but it'll be interesting to test these heroes out, because that passive potentially could be absolutely amazing. So as it is, it's going to be an innate resistance against status ailments that block special skills. Moving on to the stats for Cupido, the little cherub. He has got 991 attack, humongous, 945 defense, and 1722 health. So really good balanced stats across the board, leaning a little bit more towards the attacking side. With the max power preview off, you've got 826, 786, and 1487. So like I said, really balanced. The special skill for Cupido is Love Conquers All. Of course it is. So at average speed, he's going to be dealing 295% damage to the target and nearby. A nice hefty hit, especially with that high attack stat. The target and nearby enemies automatically cast Healing Gift on the character with the least health in proportion to their max health on the opposing team when mana is full at the start of a turn during 3 turns. So this is an interesting one, because it applies to the target and to the nearby enemies. And as we're going to see, this Healing Gift that they cast is dependent on the character with the least health in proportion to their max health on the opposing team. So I've been wondering ever since I first read this card if all 3 enemies are going to cast Healing Gift, or if just the one special is going to be cast. I think if all 3 are casting it, it could potentially be an overpowered special. So the way it works with this special Healing Gift is that it recovers 20% health for the enemy with the lowest remaining HP in proportion to their max HP. But it triggers when mana's full at the start of a turn during 3 turns. So just to put it in layman's terms, the way I understand this is that Cupido is giving almost like a mindless attack effect to 3 enemies that he is hitting. When their mana is full, they will cast this Healing Gift on the opposition. So they'll heal an enemy, but potentially you could be having 3 heals for 20% when their mana's full, and that will last for a full 3 turns. So it's almost, you could think of it like a hit 3 special plus mindless attack to 3 heroes for a total of 3 turns. So if that is the way it works, I think this is an absolutely incredible special. I do think that there is a risk of it being nerfed in future, because to me it seems super overpowered, considering the fact that they've just had to nerf Costume Quintus being released, where he's doing a similar thing, but obviously with mindless attack to 3 enemies at slow speed. So with Cupido being at average speed, he could be an absolute game changer. Just hopefully not a game destroyer, because otherwise, there's a nerf alert in the future. So absolutely brilliant hero to start with. Loving Cupido, loving the look. And loving the special as well. So grats if you did manage to grab this little cherub. Moving on to hero number 2. This is Himeros, and another one I'm super excited about. So Himeros is of the Druid class, Rogue class. So she has a chance to dodge incoming damage from special skills, which is a great talent. She is of the same family, the Cupid family, so we're not going to go over this family bonus again. And the passive is exactly the same, so we won't go over that again either. In terms of the stats, we're looking at, without the max power preview, 846 attack, which is sky high, 786 defense, which is pretty decent, and 1433 health, which is also pretty darn good. Her special skill is at very fast speed, and it's called Grips of Longing. At fast speed, or very fast speed, she first dispels buffs from the target, and then deals a massive 460% damage to the target, and the caster and nearby allies' special skills deal an additional plus 40% damage for 3 turns. Now, this is an incredible special. So you've got a Dispeller first and foremost operating at very fast speed. She's then whacking the target for 460% damage, and the caster's nearby allies' special skills and her special skill deals an additional 40% damage for 3 turns. So I can see this hero being an amazing replacement for Glenda against the Mythic Titans, because obviously the double Pengi mechanic is going to work amazing with this. But you can add her in on a team with any heroes next to her who you need to deal a bit of extra damage, and she's going to increase all damage from their special skills by 40% for the following 3 turns. So couple that up with the fact that she's running at very fast speed, and next to Cupido, I think that Himeros might just edge it in terms of which hero I think is the best out of these new seasonal heroes. So an absolute monster of a hero, this one. She doesn't look it, but trust me, she's going to be amazing. So moving on, we have, don't even know how to say this guy's name. I'm going to try Phthonas. I think that's how you say it. So Phthonas, he's a wizard, purple hero, same family bonus and same passives going on as well. In terms of his stat bonuses, we're looking at 803 attack, 788 defense, and 1534 health. So he's a bit more defensive, even though he has a higher attack than defense. That HP with limit breaks and emblems can get up to nearly 1800. So he's going to be nice, survivable, but again, quite balanced across the board. He's not looking like the most loving hero in the world, so not sure he fits with the family so far, but there you go. He's got like some kind of apothecary thing going on. I think he's more about poisoning people than making them fall in love. Here we go. The special skill confirms it is Potions of Covetous Desire. So at slow speed, Phthonas is going to be dealing 360% damage to all enemies, dispels buffs from all enemies, and recovers 8% health per each removed status effect for all allies, up to 64% health in total. Wow. You know what? I think that's a great special. So the damage is up front before the buff dispel. Obviously, we would like it to be the other way round, but that's just not the way it is. It's a pretty hard hit. I mean, 360% damage with a maxed out stat of 974 attack is going to deal some pretty serious damage to all. And recovering 8% health for each removed status effect for all allies, up to 64% health, but I think it's very unlikely you'll get up to that 64% health. But then there are some heroes which just add on stupid amounts of buffs, like Ferdinand, for example. Remove his buffs, and that's already about probably 24 to 32% heal for all. So yeah, not to be underestimated, this little guy. I think he is a great hero. I think he's going to be an amazing hero in the rush format, obviously, but also he is going to be equally usable in other areas of the game, because he is not only dealing damage, but also healing for a percentage of that, dependent on whether he's removing buffs. So pretty cool hero as well. I don't think that he can hold a torch next to Himeros or Cupido, but still a pretty decent hero. Now, we do have a 4-star in the portal as well, called Voluptas. She's obviously the chef. It looks like she's been baking the flat cake for sweethearts, apparently. So she's a holy hero 4-star druid class, so she can summon a little thorn minion. In terms of stats, again, these stats for the 4-stars are getting right up there. I mean, that would be equivalent to a lot of older 5-star heroes. 766 attack, 735 defense, and 1732 health. Wow. So yeah, really good stats. And she's running at average speed. So at average speed, she's going to destroy all fiends from the caster and nearby allies. So it's a pretty decent thing to be able to destroy fiends from the caster and nearby. However, most fiend summoners, correct me if I'm wrong, but most of them summon fiends for the whole team. I know there are one or two that do individual characters fiends, but most times you'll kind of want to remove fiends from everyone. Maybe Hannah, I think she's targeted nearby, but a lot of the other heroes summon fiends for all. But then she also recovers 40% health for the caster and nearby allies. So she's kind of negating the fact that you're taking away the fiends. So she'll take away the fiends first. It doesn't matter how beefy they are. And then she's going to be giving a heal to herself and nearby. Granted, I know she's a 4-star hero, but it just would have been so much better if she could have just removed fiends for all heroes and recovered even 30% health for all heroes, or 25% I would have taken. But as it stands, I think that you're just going to be missing out slightly with this hero. I think it is a good special, but I would really want it to be for all heroes. So grats if you did get her. I'm not sure that she would sort of find a place. I think healers that only heal themselves and nearby are probably a thing of the past. I can remember a time when Kashrek was a really good sort of tank at the sort of 4-star level, but I think those days are gone. So Voluptas may be just lacking a little for me. So last and hopefully not least, we have this little chick, Zarola. Zarola is a ranger, so another ranger, so the chance to bypass defensive buffs. Really good stats from what I'm looking at here. So a nice high attack stat, 713 attack, 625 defense, and 886 health. So a bit lower on the health, could be a bit squishy, so she may get taken out easily. Her special is running at fast speed, and it's called Punishing Shot. She deals 200% damage to the target and nearby. At fast speed, that's not a bad hit. And the less mana the enemies have, the more damage they receive, up to 300%. Really good, actually. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, but that 713 attack stat for a 3-star is pretty high. So she is going to be just a straightforward damage dealer at fast speed. And yeah, I think she's going to work really well. I think potentially for tournaments like Bloody Battle, where you need somebody who's just going to go off as quickly as possible and deal damage, that would be very useful. The passive's not going to come into play that much because you don't get many ailment blocking or blocking special skills at the 3-star level. And the family bonus, I mean, she can be a support, but she's not doing any healing herself. So you'd need another healer to take advantage of that family bonus on your team. So overall, I think she is an okay hero. She's a pretty good hit 3 hero, and she is running at fast speed, so maybe a little bit better than okay. But yeah, again, just running through those 5 stars initially, I mean, the heroes I would want from this portal would be Cupido and Himeros. I think those two are absolute superstars that are going to come out of this portal. So congrats if you did manage to grab either of them. I wish you all of the best in your summons. Please drop us a like and subscribe if you found the video helpful. And I look forward to seeing you all again in the next one.